Hey, I wanted to share, I am doing my morning routine and it varies from time to time, but I do like to commit to some time in the morning to either journal, pull a card. Today I have several decks that I work with. I just check in to see which one feels like it has the message. Today is the Priestess Light Oracle. I pulled out the Courage card, which I have been getting a lot. And then I ask, all right, so which areas of courage in my life will that be called upon? So these two cards came out, which is Portal, Infinite Mind, Awakening Consciousness, and the second that I got was Guide, the Illuminated Path. So to be quite transparent, I do have some resistance and being raised Christian through Jehovah's Witnesses. So connecting to source and expanding. When I get to the top of the upward spiral of where I presently am, I feel this this little bit of resistance that, you know, is like ebbing and flowing, contracting and expanding because of the resistance, my own ego that gets in the way. So I'm being called to really have some courage in stepping into that higher consciousness, and that the guide, that there will be a guide, a teacher showing up, and it could just also be connecting to my higher self and my guides specifically. I feel like the collective consciousness is feeling that as well. People wanting to awaken, but how do you do that? And when you have so much baggage of religious dogma and just so much saying what works and what you need to do, and labeling awakening looks and feels like this channel and this space, for me, it's important to just share. And from just sharing, it opens up and allows you to tap into your own inner wisdom and explore your own inner world, to see what resonates with you and not to bog you down with what you should do. And yeah, so it's important to strengthen your own intuition, and that's what I'm doing with the cards. I love to play with the cards. I'm so kinesthetic, and the cards are tangible, and I love the art. And so the next I'm going to use the Light Seer's Tarot, Chris Ann. I have her Muse deck too, which I absolutely love. I am now going to use this deck to, I don't always do this, but I thought I would just ask what specifically are some of my blocks. It serves as like the flashlight to my blind spot. Got some really big energies. I fucking love this. I have been working with the Magician card. It just keeps coming out. And so if you look at this card, it's like, and it came up upside down, which is, again, this is an answer to what am I to use the courage for? What is it needed for? And it's opening and awakening consciousness. And so there's a fine line that I've discovered, is that there is surrender, and then there is co-creation, which, yes, I understand we work in tandem. However, this card calls on us, me, to be very specific, have clarity in my desire. And you can see it's like the commentary mentions the universe is in our cauldron. We have all of the magic at our fingertips. We have the capability. So the courage for me is for me to really unlock those latent potential energy, stepping into power. And I keep checking in with myself if I'm using it for the good, and how am I using it. It's a servant leader is my intention. And so interestingly enough, with this card came the King of Cups, which is Cups. There was a point that I wanted to make how it combines. And last night I got the need for self-care and compassion, learning that I'm being called to release what no longer serves me. But in order to do that, I'm really being called to be compassionate with myself. And within that compassion will spark my ability to work with the magician energy. That's confirming. So another big major arcana energy, the Chariot, which is kind of circulating this chapter that I am stepping into. The other one is Page of Swords. This is good. So this Chariot has a black horse and a white horse. So there may be several ideas and energies. It's really about pulling those ideas together into one and then going forward. And the Page of Swords, which is great, you see she has a book and there's light bulbs, ideas. So this speaks to everyone that I meet is a teacher. So that in turn feeds into the guide card as well, that everyone can be a guide. And I believe that the world is a living oracle. I just saw a hummingbird. I love that. Again, living oracle. Wow, okay. At times she may be so talkative that it becomes too much for others to process, and her intense energy can come across as unsettled or even nervous. So it's telling me to have courage as we allow ourselves to expand and enlighten, that we have through the magician energy all of what is necessary at our fingertips if we just allow ourselves to access it. And through self-compassion and self-care, through the King of Cups, we can open up to be able to receive and take notice of the potential that resides within us. And then the third card is the illuminated path, the guidance there to have courage to bring my ideas and my energies into a focus and take action. And also be mindful that everyone along this path serves as guides, as teachers, and to be mindful to keep the curiosity open and be mindful of how intense I can come across, but also to courage to take action. So this is very, very on point for me. If this resonates with you, I'd love to hear about it, which aspects in the comments. And yeah, now it's time to journal. Mwah.